Today, Atlanta has a metro population of over 6 million people. During the time of the Civil War, it was a vital railroad and industrial hub, keeping cities like Chattanooga supplied with food and ammunition. On the morning of April 12, 1862, Andrews and his men are ready to carry out the most daring and audacious mission of the Civil War.
Andrews had decided that that was where they would steal the locomotive because there was no telegraph station there, and so it would give them a few minutes before word could be put onto the telegraph line. And all of the passengers followed conductor William Fuller's message of 20 minutes for breakfast and piled off of the cars into the Lacey House to eat a quick breakfast. When they sense that the time is right, that they have not been observed, despite the fact that there is a Confederate camp of instruction, Camp McDowell, right across the tracks, Andrews pulls the pin between the first passenger car and the last boxcar and walks up to the locomotive and gives the engineer Knight the order to pull away.
And the chase was on. Andrews and his men, against huge odds and no formal means of communicating between his groups of soldiers for weeks, had accomplished the most difficult part of the mission, stealing the general.
He gives the locomotive steam. The sound of the locomotive starting to move will draw the attention of William Fuller and the rest of the crew and the passengers in the Lacey House, woofing down a quick breakfast. But Knight this time more carefully applies the steam, and Andrews and 19 members of his party pull away from Big Shanty northward along the tracks. Fuller, the conductor responsible for the train, doesn't think much of somebody running off with his train, and he starts off along with the engineer and others running on foot to try to catch up, thinking that just around the curve they will find the locomotive.
While Fuller is in pursuit, Andrews and his men were buzzing with excitement as his plan continued to unfold. But as they head north, tearing up track and cutting telegraph lines, the raiders keep only a moderate speed to try and avoid detention along the way. Conductor Fuller has since arrived at the next station and commandeers a hand-operated yard car. He and his engineer push the car north, hoping to make it to the next train station in time.
And so he finally will pull into Kingston. And there, using a cover story he has concocted, Andrews will tell folks that he is running a special ammunition train through to General Beauregard at Corinth, Mississippi.
William Fuller has not given up. He and others made it north to the Iron Works Railroad branch junction in Etowah. There they take the Yonah, another steam locomotive, and continue north in pursuit. When Fuller and his men reach Kingston Station, they commandeer the William R. Smith. Along with some armed Confederate soldiers, they now begin to make up serious ground. Andrews is still keeping his moderate pace as he leaves Kingston. He has no idea that Fuller is right on his heels.
If you enjoyed this video, click that link below and become a Patreon supporter. That will help us continue creating cool content like this for a long time to come. So click that link, look over the options there on the Patreon page, and see what you think. Also, click the subscribe button. I don't know where it is in relation to this video. I'm not looking at it right now. But subscribe to this channel so that you'll get automatically updated whenever we upload new content like this to the channel. Thank you, and we'll see you again on Inbound and other stuff that we're going to be creating soon.